Hello, welcome to this Checkmate into chess puzzle. This one was created by Scott and Arbor in 1880. Black has the king, 3 pawns, a knight, rook and the queen. White has the king, a queen, pair of bishops, a knight, rook and 3 pawns. It's White's turn. Can you see the checkmate in 2 for white? Moving your knight to e5 won't get you a mate in 2, but it is a forced mate in 3. After the king moves to e7, you can take the knight with your bishop. After the king then moves to b6, you can move your queen over to b8 to get the checkmate in 2. Moving your queen to g7 is another checkmate in 3, but not 2, unless black does something like take the bishop with their pawn, because then you can take the knight with your queen to get the mate in 2. Instead, black can move the king to e6, and if you take the pawn with your pawn, the king has an escape square. Then you can just move in with the queen for just the mate in 3. Moving your queen to e8 won't get you a mate in 2, unless again black does something like take the bishop with their pawn. So then you can take the knight with your queen to mate in 2. If black moves their king to c7, you can take the knight with the bishop, but the king has an escape square, and you only mate in 3 with the queen to b8 move. Taking the pawn with your pawn is another mate in 3, but not 2. Black does something like move their rook to a8. You can check the king with the bishop. After the king takes the bishop, you can move the queen in for just the mate in 3. Okay, let's have a look at the solution to this one, so pause the video if you need some more time. One way to get the checkmate in 2 for white is to move the queen to f8. If the black king moves to c7, you can move your knight to d5 to get the checkmate in 2. If the black king moves to e6, you can take the pawn on d5 with your pawn to get the checkmate in 2. There's also a checkmate in 2 by taking the pawn on d5 with your knight. King can't move, and if black does something like take your bishop with their pawn, you can move the queen to g6 to get the mate in 2. If black advances the c pawn, you can take the knight with your bishop to get the checkmate in 2. Okay, that's the end of this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.